Welcome back, everybody. We got a full house for this session of Strixhaven 2.5. Yay! It reminds me of the Crank Yankers guy. I paid in your poll.
Yay.
um, so we have a recap to go over, y'all. Last session we had three of our five get into some interesting shenanigans. We saw Crawl, Ezekiel, and Shannistar head towards their next class, which was Plarg's previous history class, but because Clark stepped down, there had been a process of getting a replacement or someone to cover that class, and that person is Osgear the Reconstructor. We see this giant artificer introduce himself to a pretty sizable class in Lorehold campus who were half interested, half not interested to get to know his introduction and braggadociously showed off his ability to actually duplicate weapons just by picking them up or what looked to be a bit of a parlor trick. Just grab the weapon out of his hand with his other hand, and boom, he has an ethereal copy that within seconds is able to look just as real as the other one. Um, through some interesting Q&A and introductory, it's discovered that this copy cannot be further duplicated reliably. It starts to essentially fall apart and fizzle and no longer have the stability of the original weapon. And thanks to Ezekiel and a casting of um, what was it again, Mike? It was the dispel magic.
No, yeah, dispel that. Dispel magic.
So Ezekiel cast
Heat metal.
dispel magic. Email. Turns out that the duplicates that can be created by this teacher are able to be fizzled by dispel magic. So during this session, Crawl has a very interesting encounter with one of the hammers that Osgir assigns him to carry with him and have in his person for upcoming classes. And Shannistar kind of gets a little bit closer to one of the classmates, Orchard, a tiefling sorcerer who is a bit of a gossip girl. She likes to kind of talk a little bit of the tea and the drama, and found out through Orchard that the constructs have been a little bit absent in the new transition of this class. And then the day continues, and after the class is dismissed, the three amigos go to Silver Quill campus. Shannistar decides to have a bit of a conversation with Fane the broker. Fane is the individual who brought Shannistar to Strixhaven and is one of the faculty members who oversees Silver Quill campus. So wants to find out a little bit more about some of the new transitions going on, about some of the rumors of Ezekiel's father coming in to visit and possibly even be elected as the new dean of Silver Quill. You all go about Silver Quill campus pretty quickly. It's then discussed and brought to Crawl's attention that there is a single vampire student by the name of Felissa who is housed at this campus. This brings a lot of distress to Crawl and the philosophy that carries with life and the altercation that life can have with that type of species. Brings up an interesting conversation between the three of what that truly means. If as if a person who is a vampire, is that just mean they're inherently evil, or is there hope in them? A lot to dive out of that, but you manage to meet up with Fane, and after a brief conversation, bring up the Fane discusses a little bit about the possibility of Felissa's father actually being also in the running for replacement of Dean for Silverquill, which would be a very big deal. There's never been a vampire teacher, let alone only a small handful of vampire students. Fane assures the team that Sandstone, the father of Felissa, is a good person. He has good character, but Crawl doesn't buy it. And as you all take that information with you and try to piece together some of the happenings after the passing of Dean Ambrose, you all start to make your way to the mess hall for lunch. And during this time, we have some interesting um, things to catch up with for both Vexel and Kadim. So we're going to start with Vexel. So to further recap, Vexel um, and Rionia were two of the participants at this cactus festival. As they were both leaving with the party, Rionia found Vexel to be interesting company, not only because he was kind enough to help pull all the different cactus thorns out of her after hugging um, the the leader, which the name. Oh, what was the cactus dude's name? It is on the tip of my tongue.
Yabbity,
Gabby?
yabbity.
Gavi, yes, thank you. Um, and then having a drink kind of opened up the conversation a little bit. So Vexel, you and Rionia and a couple others are walking through the outskirts of Lorehold, heading back towards the mess hall as well. And that is when you're met with more friendly conversation with Rionia, who says, as she's walking next to you and kind of brushes her clothes off. So you play the drums. You play the drums, don't you?
Well, no, not really. Just today, I guess. It must have been just luck.
No,
I
that
know, right?
I would have thought that you most certainly would be bardic or have that passion. So you just kind of found fell into that.
Yeah, maybe it was the drink. Maybe too much nectar just helped me out a little, gave me some courage.
Vexel, I got to stay away from that stuff. That was some potent stuff. The
Yeah,
freaking the freaking scorpions were talking to me.
yeah, that's not normal. But I mean, I heard them too, so I guess you're not too crazy.
Well, I don't play anything either, but I love music. My father and I used to listen to it with the locals at our home in Chimneycombe, and I'm not good with music, but bravo on your attempts on the drums there.
Oh, thank you. You tried. You tried your best. It was a good effort.
Roll perception for me.
Yes, sir. 12.
12. Okay.
Yes.
You start to notice that some of the students that are continuing following you all, some of them are starting to kind of break off into other classes, or some of them start to kind of move a little bit faster than you all. Looks like they're maybe starving or getting ready for lunch, and starts to notice that maybe it's not like a big old tight knit herd of people that are leaving. It's kind of thinning out a little bit. Um, Rionya continues with you. Apologies, by the way, for taking all of your drink earlier. I wasn't expecting it to be so tasty. That's on me.
Oh no, that's fine. I think you prevented me from having a disaster. I think you took one for the team there.
Well, and she kind of takes a bit of a pause. Maybe I'll get a replacement drink for you or something. Find something to make up for that one.
Sure, I'd like that.
So what I gotta know what brings you to Strixhaven, Vexel?
Well, just knowledge, of course. I mean, the world is huge. There's tons to learn. I want to. I'd like to know as much about everything as I possibly can in this lifetime.
You know what brings me to Strixhaven?
What?
Fire. And she opens up her hand and there's a little bit of a flame that comes out of her fingers. Fire Vexel.
Boy,
I
impressive.
I plan to be a fierce pyromancer like my dad. He's incredible. He taught me everything I know, and she starts like doing these little like motions with her fingers and just kind of leaves these little like sparkling trails with her pyromancy. Nothing too like overheating or anything, but you can tell she's got this glow in her eyes when she talks and shows it off.
That's very impressive. I've never seen that before. That's seems like you've got a leg up here.
You're like pew pew pew, and like little fireballs.
Shooter McGavin.
Shoot
Fire.
it. Did your she starts to whop off her finger. Did your family study magic?
Not much. They studied nature, which is why I guess I have a keen respect for it. They didn't dabble in fire or any elements, but they taught me to love the land and respect it and its creatures.
Well, I assure you, I don't plan on causing any type of destruction with this fire. My dad and I, he taught me very much the importance is to own it and not abuse it. And but I mean, well, look at this, and she just keeps
Just
doing
more.
a little.
She's up there. Look what I can do.
It never gets old.
As you all continue to walk, you notice that the day starts to kind of slightly cool down. You all go through the long pillar drop road that connects to Lorehold campus. And as you start to get closer to the main grounds away from the Lorehold campus, you notice um, the same construct that you barely got acquainted with during culinary class. Um, Walking with the same construct who showed you how to get to the Cactus Festival. Um, Enters Kadim
Mm-hmm.
and Lelia. And as they start to get closer, or you get eye contact, do you say or do anything to Kadim or Lelia, Vexel?
Um, yeah, I'll kind of motion. Say, how goes it?
Oh, can't complain. How have you been?
All right. I drank some nectar, talked to some scorpions, played the drums. It's been quite eventful.
How on earth did you talk to a scorpion?
I think they spiked the nectar. I'm not
Oh,
sure if it was real or not.
interesting. It's been so long since I've had alcohol affect my system.
Yeah, you should try it. Talk to some scorpions. It's quite insightful.
I'm just gonna kind of like look around and see if I see any scorpions hanging out.
Um, no, you don't see any scorpions. They kind of retreated back to their home. You do notice that between Vexel and his the person that reunited the companion that he has, there seem to be just a couple loose little cactus thorns that are kind of on their clothes, though.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm just gonna keep an eye out for that, and I guess I'll just kind of fill him in on whatever Laylee and I were up to last time.
Yeah. Okay. So
I guess we
Laelius,
got separated, from what I understand.
yeah. So Laelia approaches Kadim, um, and she kind of makes a motion. It's like very good to see you, Vexel. Laelia says to Vexel.
Yes, correct. Good to see you as well.
I'm glad the festival was good and reunion. She's like, yeah, it's reunion. Good deal. Well, Lorehold is as much your home as it is my home. Kadim, um, we where we last talked, we were talking about visiting Plarg. Um, I will. It's good seeing y'all. If you don't mind going with me, we're gonna talk with some of the other constructs. Okay.
Yes, of course.
Alrighty. So and this conversation just picks up as you all start to kind of walk away and um, head towards closer to where the dining hall is or the mess hall is. Um, and then for Lelia, you all start to walk into the main part of Lorehold campus. Um, and Lelia looks at you. We're gonna visit Plarg and see how he's doing. We're gonna get a couple of the constructs and put together a time to do this. And uh, what do you think, Adim? Would you like to join us?
Yes, I'll absolutely join.
We've been looking at. As she kind of make sure that there's not a whole lot of eyes looking at where y'all are at. We've been looking to try to get him back. as professor again. I don't know about you, but this doesn't mix with me. He shouldn't have been terminated.
I miss him. I would like to see him back.
Kadeem, they want me to be a freaking student, and that's not who I am. I gained a they gained a warrior when they brought me here, and that's what I'm gonna be. I'm not gonna. I mean, not saying that being a student and in the books is bad and all, but that's just that wasn't who I was in the past, and it's not who I am now.
Well, it's fair enough.
Maybe they'll I don't know. Maybe they'll have me have like train others to fight or something. Have like a dueling club. I don't know. Perhaps Hoffrey has something he could in mind. But you seem to be taking a liking to this type of lifestyle. You fancy yourself a scholar, Kadeem?
Yes, I've actually enjoyed it myself.
She kind of takes an observation of you. You definitely seem like you've definitely grown out of some of the time you've been here the past few weeks. I mean, I don't even think you could actually eat an apple, let alone
I know I
uh,
can eat now. Isn't it amazing?
that's remarkable. I'm glad you're here. We're all glad that you're here, regardless of the circumstances of your excavation and whatnot. Um, uh, you just kind of see like she's got this like absent-minded like feeling of like something's like she's trying to get things back in a position that she found was comfortable kind of feeling from her.
Hmm.
Um, you notice one of the other constructs that starts to approach you. It's actually someone that you got a little bit acquainted with. It was Umazawa from one of the
Oh yeah, I remember him. Oh, you were tiny.
you see an Umazama that's restored back to his normal stature. It's like it is good to see you, Kadim.
Yes, it's good to see you at normal height.
I'll never forget that.
I won't let you.
Lelia. And then she looks at him like, Umazawa, it appears as though we have an opportunity tomorrow to visit Plag. I think we're going to have a party of about five constructs. We don't want to overwhelm him with a visit. So, what are your plans on trying to get Plog back, Lelia? I would let him back just as much as anybody. He's a capable teacher, but he very much broke strict rules. I know Uzawa, but Kadeem and I, we'll figure something out. At the very least, we just need to have a welfare check, make sure he's okay. Perhaps. I don't think anybody is there with him. I think it's just him. Mm, he nods. Kadeem, um, I know
Yes,
you've got um, a schedule to follow, but I appreciate you walking with me and talking with me, and we'll sort things out with a couple more constructs, and um, perhaps maybe checking with Hoffrey as well. See what's to be expected, perhaps maybe of the next couple of days, um, while we see this campus transition into something different.
I would like that.
Okay. Well,
We're going to
I
be
bet
off to see Clark though, so
we'll arrange the time and everything, and I'll seek you out when we have those details. Um, say hi to Ezekiel and them for me.
absolutely.
Okay. All right, Uzal, let's go. It was good seeing you. Good.
Good seeing you too, my friend.
So as these two start to walk away, kind of having a bit more of a discussion, you find yourself in the main hall of Lorehold. It looks to
Hmm.
be pretty calm. It looks like most of the students are at lunch. Some of the teachers are also not currently running a class. What do you do?
Um, I think I kind of want to look around for the the new guy because I haven't introduced myself to him yet, have I?
No, you have not.
So I would like to kind of see this new professor that
Okay.
took Blarg's place.
Okay. But yeah, so because you've associated with that, it's in the same class. It's a pretty straightforward knowledge of where to find him. You approach maybe about 5 feet away from the entrance to his class, and you get a view of a very tall giant. I've got the art in there. You probably have seen the reference for him, but you see
Hmm.
this giant individual, what looks to be doing some busy work in his class without any students.
Excuse me, off here?
Yes, yes. Well,
Hello.
hello. Hey, come on in.
Hi. My name is Kadim. I was in the class from this last year, and I just wanted to formally introduce myself as a student of Lorehold.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Kadeem. I've heard a lot of good things about you. I'm Osgear, and he holds out his hand for you.
Okay. I mean, I'll reach out and shake his hand.
Make a strength saving throw for me when he grabs your hand.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
Okay.
Oh.
He breaks his hand though. He tries. He gives you a firm shake. To try to like a car salesman shake to
Uh-huh.
really kind of show his presence, but it has the inverse effect. He's like, "You got a good grip there, but what else would I expect
He
from?
forgot you're made of stone.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
else would I?
what is he made of, by the way?
Oh, he's just a giant. He's just flesh and bone.
Okay, gotcha. He's like a Goliath.
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as like they don't really have like a height on what this guy
Yeah.
is at, but he looks to be about maybe 11 feet, 10 feet.
Okay.
So he kind of leans down and tries to shake your hand, give you a good shake, but he's like, "Oh, made of stone." Oh well, um, I'm glad you sought me out, Kadima. I didn't see you in class, and I imagine you were probably catching up with the other constructs. I know this has been a big uh, adjustment for you, but I'm here for you if you have any questions.
Yes, it's taken some adjusting to get into the normal student body, but I can't say it's been all that bad.
Good, good. I imagine you probably um, just been not having Plarg here too.
Yes, Plarg was a good teacher. It was a shame to hear about his activities. Of course, I had no say in the matter when he decided to, uh, you know, make an unsanctioned dig, as it
Yeah,
were.
yeah. It's just one the way it is. We were hoping that it wouldn't come to that. It's been here for many years. But a lot of what we're gonna be doing in this class is still, there's an element of history involved, but we'll definitely be um, learning how to duplicate weapons and perhaps maybe even learn how to help create some of these weapons that people from different past times and generations have used as well in history. So a lot of fun self defense, a lot of fun use of magic, and it
Yes,
was good. It's good to have you.
yes, thank you. It's been a good experience thus far. I look forward to seeing what else we learn this semester.
Well, I mean, here's where I'll be. If you have any questions or any concerns you have, I'm here for you.
Well, thank you. Much appreciated.
And he kind of starts to get back to some of his busy work where he was kind of straightening things up and moving some of the chairs and tables and weapons around in a more presentable manner. You get the feeling that roll insight for me.
Okay. Inside 12.
Okay. Yeah, you get a feeling that he's definitely trying to make sure you're feeling comfortable with everything. He definitely seems to have an understanding that there is some level of adjustment um, for the constructs who are kind of having a bit of a role reversal or um,
Hmm.
different place in this part of the campus specifically. What do you do after that conversation?
Um, hmm. So I've done that. What do I have another class that's coming up soon?
So you know that this is around the same time that everybody starts to head towards the dining hall. You get the impression that's where everybody is kind of heading towards. The next class with Professor Ruxa isn't until much later.
Okay.
You do also remember that there is um, the Prismari playwright that's happening this evening as well. That you got a ticket with Ezekiel and Crawl. No, Ezekiel and Shannon Star.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess knowing that, I probably just will go to the dining hall to try to meet up with Ezekiel and Shannistar.
Okay, gotcha. So then we circle back to the original three from when I say original, the three from last session. So Shannon Star, Ezekiel, and Crawl, you all arrive. A lot of people are already starting to kind of get their grub on. As far as food, I have a menu here of what was set up, so that way you all know what you see.
Okay.
Let's see here. Uno
What's for
momento.
dinner tonight, Puff Mama? Chili?
The chili, the chalupa. Where is it at? Okay, so Chancellor Ezekiel Crawl, you all see a spread of deli sandwiches with assortment of fried potatoes, roasted veggies, a large assortment of fruit that has been cut up. Um, you do see some alternatives, what looks to be kind of like a salad area with a couple various kegs of drink as well. So you all see that. You don't see Guillaume. You see what looks to be maybe a secondary individual that works under Guillaume, um, dispersing the food. And as you'll enter the mess hall, what do you do?
I reckon I'll have a drink.
Get me a drink. Cool, cool.
Same. What's the time of day? I'm sorry.
So this is we're going into the later part of the school day.
Okay.
You're looking at roughly maybe 4 or 5 hours before the Prismari play. Um, you're looking at maybe 1 or 2 hours before Rux's class. We'll say it's one.
Okay. I'll probably just get some fruit.
Okay. All right. So as y'all start to head towards the area with all the food, do you follow as well, Shannon Star?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. All right. So you come across this individual who looks to be a red tiefling who has his apron tied real tight. He's got his little chef hat. A lanky guy who's kind of dishing the food real quick here. He's like, "Hey, there you go. There you go. Hey, welcome to the dining hall." And makes eye contact on Crawl. It's like, "Hey, what can I get you?
I'd like a drink, please.
What drink would you like?
Ale,
Ale?
maybe,
Alrighty." He starts. Go ahead.
maybe a sandwich.
Ale and a sandwich. Hey, the name's Rocco. If you're interested, and he starts to get a cup and little sandwich going for you. He's this guy He's real into what he does and fastly dispersing everything. He hands you the cup for you to pour the ale.
Hold on, I gotta stand my tippy toes. Hold
Oh, there you go. I got you, buddy. What you like on that sandwich there, eh?
on. Just you have roasted chicken,
Roasted chicken, payow. What would you like? Any mustard?
a little mustard, maybe some veggies.
Payow. Would you like any? Okay, the tomato, the
No,
tomato,
whoa, hold the tomato.
the red ring of death. No.
Nope,
Okay. He just flips them right off. What about the greens?
the greens,
You want the greens?
lettuce and jalapenos.
A little bit of spice makes everything nice. Rocco got you. All right. I'll toast a little baguette there. You want the whole? Do you want the foot long or the 6-inch?
The 6-inch, sir.
6-inch it is, my sir. There you go. He puts it on like a little dish for you, and he leans over a little bit extra there for you.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Hey, I got you. I almost said forget about it.
Forget about it. It's my sandwich now. Forget about it.
Looks over at Ezekiel. Hey, Big E, you want some fruit?
Yes, that's why I'm getting the fruit.
Hey, help yourself. He already sees you trying to
Don't
get some
touch,
fruit.
don't
Hey,
touch it. Don't hand it to me. No.
hey, you want get all the fruit you want, man. I won't say anything. You want seconds, thirds?
It's okay to like fruit.
Ain't
I
no
feel like
different
it's
here.
not.
It is Pride
Mm.
Month.
You feeling the pride crawl?
Feeling it now, Mr. Kroll?
You want anything to wash that fruit down there with, Big E?
I've got water. Thank you.
No problem. All right. He looks over at Shanstar. It's like, what can I get you there, Shanstar?
Steak, rare. Put it on a bun.
That rare, like red rare?
The blue.
I want it so rare it looks like you just killed it today.
Hey, so Ray just like you killed it
Mm.
today, and he's going through what looks to be like a little area under the presentation. Pulls out just this like bloody rare piece of meat. He's like, "Do you want anything with this bloody rare meat?"
A little sidestep.
Yeah, a little bit of greens, a little spick and span here. He was like, he points out which greens you want. You want the spice? You want the lettuce, the romaine?
It does not matter.
A little bit of a little mix there. And he hands it over to you. Kind of bows his head.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. You know what they say over here in Rocco's kitchen. And when he says that, Shanstar, he says, whenever he says, you know what they say here at the kitchen, we are the Railolo, chosen by the creators to rule over the inferior races.
What?
She's gonna look over her shoulder. Hey, what?
What?
What was that?
I'm sorry.
You know, here at Rocco's kitchen, I'm happy to serve you. Just let me know what you need.
I don't think that's what he just said.
I might be a little slow, but I caught that.
Is his chef's cap pointed?
You all can definitely see Shanistar went a little paler, which is weird since he's got scales, but thank you, Rocco.
Hey, you're welcome. Most welcome.
Go sit
Hey,
down.
hey, who's next? Who wants some more food? And then right behind a couple more people, Vexel
Yeah.
starts to kind of get next up. It's like, hey, what can I help you with today, Vexel?
What are my options?
Well, today's sandwich day, as you know, we do the foot long, we do the 6-inch, we do the cold cut, we can roast it, toast it, do the mostest with it, greens, red rings. If you want some ale, you feeling pale, get some water.
Just water for me and a sandwich. I'll be fine.
Hey, eating healthy, I see. We gotta make sure we feed y'all, but make sure we do it healthy in the most healthiest manner possible. Now, do you want any cheese?
Sure. I never turn down a good cheese.
A little bit of dairy? Alrighty. He starts to kind of fix up this sandwich and um gives you a big old like stein for the water for you to fill up.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hey, no problem. Rocco says you're welcome. Here's your sandwich. Have a good lunch. If you need me, this is my station.
All right. I appreciate that, Rocco.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's the
And then
picture of Rocco.
yeah, I got Rocco for you. Okay.
That's a black man.
And yet he wasn't wrong.
Okay. And there's Rocco.
All right.
Okay. And then as Vexel goes through, Riona goes through as well, taking her time to kind of pick and choose the sandwich. um, so as um, Shanstar, Ezekiel, and Crawl, you all and Vexel get your food. Um, you notice that there are a couple areas that you have that you can sit at. One is a lot more open, doesn't have as many people. Another one that has a bit of a healthy crowd of people kind of talking. So you notice that there's a more calmer area and then a more busier area that you all can sit at.
Uh,
Calm area.
Calm,
Yeah.
calm. What about you, Vexel?
yeah, I'm definitely gonna go calm.
Okay, Ezekiel.
Yeah, I'm going to Shanister.
Okay. So all four of you all managed to find your area to sit at. There's just maybe one or two people that are maybe about 10 feet from you, and you all sit down and have your food and drinks about you.
Nom nom nom.
Nom nom nom, nom nom nom, and
Dip,
then
dip sandwich in ale.
What are you, a fucking raccoon?
Oh, just now I'm thinking of that poor little raccoon with the candy.
oh, the cotton
Aw.
With the
candy,
candy floss.
dude.
Just it's all gone.
About maybe 5 to 10 minutes pass by as you all are kind of getting your grub on. Um, Kadeem, you enter the dining hall as well. This seems to be kind of the peak time. Um, you see Rocco manning the station, helping the last couple people. It's like kind of gives you nods, like, "Hey, come on,
Oh, hello there.
hey, Rocco's got you." And remind me your name,
It's Kadim.
Kadeem. Kadeem's so clean. What you want some food?
I would love some food. Thank you.
Hey, I got you. When's the last time you had a sandwich?
I couldn't say.
Well, today's the day. What would you like on this thing?
Hmm. I'm going to say I'll take some of those herbs.
Yeah,
I will take
absolutely.
a couple pieces of that meat, and I want a lot of seasoning.
Mm. Hey, I got you. He has these little shakers like to do a fucking Subway. All right. You drink? You want to drink?
I would like a drink, yes.
Well, there's some kegs over there. He hands you a stein. Fill it up with whatever you want.
Oh,
You got
wow.
you.
I'm gonna have to sample. I'm just gonna kind of like do a suicide of
Hey,
the different stuff because I'm so excited to drink all these different things.
have at it.
Like one of those big pixie sticks with all the different flavors. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
strawberry, cotton candy, cherry, oh, licorice, oh man, bubblegum.
So you grab your suicide drink. You've got your overly seasoned sandwich, and you've spot out your compadres. What do you do now? Do you join up to sit with them?
Yeah, I'll go see if there's an empty seat and sit down with the rest.
Cool deal. You do so. You sit down. We got the whole uh, party here. Um, Everybody except Vexel sees the or Vexel notices this, but he knows Rionia. This female looks over everybody. Is like, I, is it okay if I sit here?
Yeah. Is
I
that
mean,
towards me or anybody? Or
or she's kind of making that towards everybody. I was like, is it okay if I sit here with you all? Or no, I don't want to intrude.
I don't believe we have assigned seats.
Okay, thank you. She kind of sits down and starts to kind of get ready to eat. It's like, so what classes did y'all have today?
Mm, mm, no.
Line.
Line?
Mm,
She's like trying to
With the
get it.
weird weaponsmith.
Oh, Oskier.
Used, yeah, used to be the other guy that got killed.
Plarg. Yeah.
Yeah, Kadeem, you know him.
Yes, yes, I miss Blarg greatly.
Rumor has it a bunch of you are going to go visit him. That can't be true, right?
Um, who can say truly?
You could.
I'm gonna start looking around. Do I see Lelia anywhere?
You do not.
Okay.
If you're looking for any type of construct, you don't see one at all. Um, and as Chancellor says that, reunion mentions like, yeah, then they let some type of construct in here that wasn't allowed. Like dangerous, right?
Oh, you're looking at him.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you okay? Wow. So you were the one that he brought that wasn't allowed.
From what I understand, yes.
She's gonna like lean over her and whisper, "He eats now. Don't get your fingers close."
As I take a big bite of my sandwich.
Um, as you roll for perception, Chancellor, as you lean over and say that.
Oh, sure. Perception. 14.
Okay, so when you do so, you notice that um, Reunia's clothing looks a bit like it's been dusty or she's been outside a lot. And you actually see there are a couple little cactus thorns that are sticking out from like her lapel and some of her clothes.
Do I also notice this on Vexel?
Yes.
Hmm. Hmm.
Well,
I'll high,
And then
I'll high five Vexel later.
um, Reunion mentions again like so. Vex and I just got back from this freaking crazy cactus festival. Talking cactuses, um, booze that freaking makes you speak with animals, freaking crazy stuff.
Yeah, I heard you talk to scorpions.
Yes, absolutely, a lot of them, and they had a weird dialect to them. It's like they were talking like they were talking like that, something like that. I don't know. but
Oh, that's not against your god, is it, to talk to animals?
No.
Oh, then we're good.
As I eat more like chicken.
so she starts taking a couple bites out of her sandwich and takes a drink, and during this conversation, is there anything that anybody has that they want to bring up dialogue wise or conversation wise?
Zeke, what's the plan with your father?
You know, I wish I knew. I mean, if he shows up, then he shows up. But if you ask me, he kind of has a history of not showing up. So, kind of playing that one by ear.
Understood. I
Well,
didn't know
hopefully he
you
doesn't
would.
arrive.
Oh,
Sorry.
go ahead. Good. No, you're good, buddy.
Hopefully he doesn't arrive just in time to interrupt the play.
Oh no! I mean, he does make an entrance when he does show up. Kind of annoying. Oh well.
If he does, would you want to meet him?
I don't think I have a choice.
I mean, we could say you've gone on a trip.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that won't be suspicious. I kill my grandfather and just disappear. Where'd he go? He's on a trip.
Pretty subtle, actually.
My favorite rocket ship.
Ezekiel went on a hunting trip. He hasn't been back in a couple of days.
He's up on a farm. He's really happy, running around as much as he wants.
Frolicking.
That's what you just tell him your granddad is. Oh yeah, Grandpa Pap Pap went to a farm. He retired.
As you mentioned, play Kadeem. Reunion kind of catches that word. It's like play. Oh, the Prismari play tonight.
Yes. Yes, we have tickets.
From the great seer herself, in fact.
That's the one I heard that Quinn's gonna be at.
Yeah. I'm trying to hide my laugh.
Mad when half of the table giggle.
Oh, that might be embarrassing for him.
Wow, how come?
Well, he's been under the weather.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. Quinn sounds pretty awesome. I mean, I've heard he's great. Like he's a very good elementalist, and I'm definitely thinking about going to the play to see him.
He's a horrible dancer.
Dang. Okay.
Is
Well,
he still in a cast?
Oh, there's gonna be a cast in the play.
Well, I mean, he may
Yes,
not. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good. Go ahead.
It's just gonna be a shithead about it. I don't know. His girlfriend said he was pretty bad at a lot of things. And if you ask me, she tastes pretty good.
Oh. Oh.
Oh no, did I say that? Oopsies, I'm gonna use mage hand to do the whole mouth covering thing. Oops.
Wow.
Well, I'm definitely going for Prismari campus as my choice going into second year. I've just heard that Quinn actually is he's one for the fire. And
Oh, I agree with you on that. Definitely one for the fire.
yeah, no, I'm definitely thinking about going. I think it's gonna be a great time. Are you going to Vexel?
Sure, it sounds fun. I would like to go.
Well, I don't want to intrude on your all's group. But maybe I'll see y'all there.
Oh yeah, we just met today. No intrusion.
Okay. She kind of finishes up her meal and kind of sits up. It's like, well, and as you say, your name?
Mm.
To Shanistar.
Shanistar.
Chancellor, I'm Reunion. I'm Reunion, everybody. It's good to meet you. It was good meeting you today, Vexel.
Yeah, you as well. Thank you.
So Reunion kind of steps up and takes her tray and her drink back over, and then the five of you are there. As you all are just finishing up your meal, you notice that there was the group of the people that are still there eating kind of start to kind of thin out, and as y'all's meal gets finished, is there anything that y'all want to do after this meal? We will be once we take a quick little break, we're actually going to fast track to the Prismari play, unless there's anything y'all want to do before that.
I will need a ticket then, I guess. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
So in
Reckon I won't have a ticket for the show.
so as
That's true. We only have 3 tickets.
Yeah.
so in so in the envelope, I believe Ezekiel has Orko Yazi did mention that she did give you all plus ones. So there are a total of 6 tickets in that envelope.
Can I be your plus one?
Yeah.
I mean,
Who wants to take me to the ball?
Oh, but I was going to take Lelia.
there are 6 tickets. There's 5 people. If there's a person that you want to invite, or between you 5 that you want to have involved with the play, whoever wants to decide that or talk amongst yourselves, that ticket can be offered to anybody on the campus.
Did you say we do get a +1 for each ticket?
Yeah, so because 3 of you met with Oracle Yazdi, she gave you 3 tickets, but there's a +1 for each of them, so there's a total of 6 tickets.
Okay.
You do notice that these tickets are they're very clean. They are front row like you requested, Mike.
Yeah. We.
So all 6 of these tickets are front row.
If I get a ticket, I'm gonna invite the vampire girl.
Make
Don't give me that power down.
that the 6th
Hey.
person.
You all can invite Felissa, Ruxa, Lelia.
I want to bring Ruxa.
Somebody's got to bring him.
It is the 6th. It's going to happen. That's my boy.
But you, as a group, I guess, if you all want to vote or have a preference of who you all want to invite, we'll have a little.
I'm not going, am I? No one's gonna invite me.
Well, the way it's working is there's 6, so we have 5 party members out of 6.
Okay.
Right.
that's-
So we've got to find who's getting that extra 1.
Correct.
Trevor wants to invite Lelia. The rest of us want to invite Ruxa. So we're at 7.
So I guess I'll make sure we get
Anistar wants to ask Vexel why he didn't try to invite that girl to the play who obviously wants to see it. After, from what he can tell, they rolled around in the dirt and cactus together.
I just
Yeah.
pulled them out of her. It wasn't the well.
Oh, the beads.
You just told her.
You dog.
I just
you.
pulled the pricks out of her.
Yeah, that's what I did.
I mean, fuck, y'all want to invite Rocco? I don't give a fuck.
I don't want to invite Rocco.
I don't invite Rocco either. Rocco said some kind of weird code shit, and I'm not cool with it.
Kind of he tries it on every student, sees if it Winter Soldier or something.
Hey, whiskey tango.
We're over here
Foxtrot.
eating breakfast in 2 weeks, and some fucking first year just speaks to Rocco, and then just starts tackling other people.
Those
And
phenomenal.
Rocco's like, I got one. I got one.
The blood rings.
So what we'll do then? We'll go one person between all 5 of y'all and cast a vote. And I'll start with Mike. If you could invite a 6th, who would you want to invite?
As much as I would,
You got to invite the girlfriend, right?
well, it's the 6 is not for, I could vote for Onyx, but no one else will. The thing is, I can totally tell her that she got outvoted. Because I don't know if she'd want me there, because she would probably try and stop me from being mean. So I'm gonna say Onyx. You guys can totally not vote with me as your choice, but I have to put my foot down and I vote
Okay.
Onyx.
If it ends up being a tie, we will roll. Make it fun.
I have a fix for this.
Okay.
A fight to
Give
the death.
my
Yeah.
ticket to Vexel. Then you can invite both Onyx and Lelia, and then we'll find a way into the play.
But you won't be at
Yeah.
the front row.
I assure you, I will be exactly where you need me to be.
What?
I promise, no matter what happens, Quint's gonna have a bad time.
It's gonna be in the bathroom pissing. Hello. Oh fuck.
It's where you need me.
I know exactly where Lincoln's gonna be at. Don't worry, y'all.
Was that a grassy knoll?
You see a grassy knoll on the back of the fucking play. This is Romeo and Juliet. What's that doing over there?
So Shanstar, if Shanstar, if you want to take a stealth approach to try to attend the play without
Absolutely.
admission, okay. So
I have
that opens,
everything needed for this.
so that opens up 2 individuals that y'all can include into this playwright. Crawl, with what 3 sessions of Strixhaven you've had, who would you invite? who in your hammer would invite?
Shit. The joke would be the vampire girl, but that's no. He just invite himself. He doesn't know anybody. Maybe the turtle.
Okay. Okay, gotcha.
The big ass turtle.
You can't fit in the
Akara.
seat. You're going to have to be a footrest.
I don't. I don't know nobody. I reckon I'll just go with my hammer.
Turtle the table. I like it.
So Vexel, are you are you interested in asking Rionia to go to the playwright?
Well, I don't know a lot of people, so sure, that would probably be my. If I'm being realistic, that would be who, because I just spent the time with her.
Okay. So you notice that as she takes her tray and stein, you're able to you have a moment before she leaves the dining hall if you want to try to catch her.
Well, am I part of this vote though? Because or am I just going and doing this?
Um.
Because I don't want to.
So
Actually,
So I
being
get-
you're my friend, you can have my vote.
I guess-
You're at the table. You get a vote. We have the tickets. Fuck it. I mean, I know you more than I know that guy. I'm gonna point at some random dickhead across the cafeteria.
what
Yeah,
me?
fuck that.
Yeah,
guy.
fuck you. Fuck you.
That guy's been in every class we've had so far.
Yeah.
Part of group now, fuck
A
you.
little tear rolls down his eye. He's
Oh.
invested.
It's that same first year from the fucking our first campaign bit. That when we were taking the older girls to the ball and we weren't supposed to be going, I was like, "You want to go with us?" And he's like, "Yeah, no fooling." I was like, "Fuck you, never mind, sit down."
Okay, Tom, it's definitely that same kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be my vote for her.
Okay. Kadeem, roll wisdom.
Wisdom? Okay.
Yeah,
7.
7. You try to think of a way to have you and Lelia both go there, but otherwise the vote is between Onyx, Lelia, and Rionia for 2 of these 3. So you get the impression that Ezekiel wants to invite Onyx and Vex wants to invite Rionia. You think to yourself, man, I wouldn't mind having Lelia go with us, but you realize that there's not enough seats. So what do you do with that interior thoughts?
I guess I know in the back of my mind, like, we're planning to visit Larg at some point together, so I feel like I'll
Yeah.
get time with her later.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and yield to the others.
Okay, gotcha. All right,
And
so
I'll
it's
just say,
settled.
like, well, if I'm going to be the the tiebreaker here. I suppose I can always meet up with Lelia some other time.
Okay.
Very kind.
Alrighty, very good. So with that being said, Vexel, you have a moment before Reunion leaves the mess hall if you want to
Mm.
try to catch her.
Sure, I'll run over there and invite
Okay.
her.
Alrighty. So you approach her and she looks at you like, hey, what's up, Vexel?
Wait. Yes, I'm glad I caught you. I actually have an extra ticket for that play if you'd like to go.
Really?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Yes. Absolutely. Thank you.
All right,
Okay,
well,
so I'll meet you there.
yeah, sounds good. I'll hand it over.
All right. She looks at it and she just kind of smiles. She goes, "Yes." And as she like does like a little fist pump, there's a little bit of like some sparks that in the ember that come from that. It's like, "Alrighty, what am I gonna wear? I'll figure that out. All right, I'll see you there."
All right, see ya. Then I'll head back to the table.
Okay. Alrighty. Ezekiel, you if you decide you want to reach out to Onyx, you figure she's at the Silverquill campus if you want to do that. um. So I'm assuming you reach out to her to invite her.
I do not know.
Speaking of fucking tongues, that's fair. I was speaking in tongues earlier. So I'm assuming that you're like, oh, okay, well maybe I'll invite my boo thing Onyx.
No, I'm not bringing anybody.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So she is not going. Okay, cool. So
Cool.
as the day goes into the evening, everybody is getting ready for this playwright. And before we
Mhm.
jump into this part of the session, we're gonna take a little restroom break. I think I need to take our dog out to use the restroom. Give me some more drink. An unquenchable evil brought down by Dean's will. The second singer sings harmoniously, and then the two violinists interweave their elemental prowess into one being of both fire and water. So what you see is these violins that are just kind of like almost like a Lindsey Sterling kind of thing, where there's like I'm gonna give you a little bit of Lindsey Sterling, and you see the male violinist very in a stature manner is performing his violin, and the fire comes from his side, and the female in a very artistic manner is trying to do these motions while performing hers, and hers is a very aggressive devil went down to Georgia kind of thing, where it's a very intense type of melody that she's performing in harmony with the other violinist. So you see these what look to be elemental streams that kind of just fill the stage and surround the performers, um, and interweave fire and water between the other. Um, During the performance, Quint and the other female start to continue their narrative of the play. Old Dean Ambrose lived a life of wrong. He was encased in power of someone else's. And then the female starts to kind of sing in power that wasn't his, that belonged to others. And as they, I'm horrible at this, sorry.
You're
then they,
great, sweetie.
You're
Yeah.
good. I am gonna go hide in a little corner so I can turn invisibility off. I do want to cast blindness, deafness on that dad.
I'm Quint's dad.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm also, Tom, just to make sure I have some fun with this. I'm going to use my Crimson Exchange,
Okay.
so he has disadvantage.
So Quinn has disadvantage.
His dad
His
has
dad.
Okay, his dad.
disadvantage on the saving roll.
Okay, gotcha. I'm trying. So my apologies. Just to make sure I'm on the same line here. So Quint's dad. You're talking about one
Yes.
of the higher officials that are in the.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
So
I'm casting deafness.
okay,
It's a Constitution saving throw of 15, but I'm using one of my features to make him have a disadvantage on it.
3.
So he is deaf.
So Quint's father that's in the front row can't
Mhm.
hear.
Can't
Okay.
hear a thing.
So you see as you cast this on Quint's dad, he starts to kind of do this number right here with his ear, and he's doing that for the time being. Like he's trying to casually like, oh, it's probably just something with my ears for the time being. Um, you notice during this performance that the streams of the fire and water are getting taller and more vibrant. The playing of the violin from the male is getting more like more intense, like dun-dun-dun, 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 dun-dun-dun. And then the female with the blue hair is is almost as if she's not even like slowing down. Like it is a very hastily performance of just I'm horrible at this, sorry y'all. And then just continues to perform what looks to be a very chaotic type of like um of melody. And you start to hear some audience clapping at what feels like this moment of elemental brilliance. But
I have
in
a
this,
question, Tom.
yes, go ahead.
Does she have any disadvantage to its performance because I whispered doubt in her ear?
You whisper doubt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was the
yeah,
whole point.
yes. Yeah, you get the
Excellent.
feeling that just by watching her that that something is not going to go well for her. Um, during this performance, it starts to go into a different tone. Quint starts to shift the bravado a little bit. But I digress. Enough about Dean Ambrose. Let's talk about me. After all, Quint, the one who took down Dean. Me. Quint. And he starts to kind of walk around a little bit with his hand of fire, just kind of going into the streams and lighting up these tall tornado pillars. You hear some oohs and ahs as he strings them up around the theater. Is there anything that anybody wants to do during this?
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
I want to cast Zone of Truth on the stage.
Okay. Shit. Yeah. So that just happens, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it's a charisma save if they try to tell a lie. or
Yeah,
something.
it is. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on a saving throw.
Okay. So he is kind of how big is the space?
60 feet. Oh, no,
60.
15, sorry. 15
Okay.
foot circle.
Okay. So he is dancing in and out of that circle, so we're going to do 3 rolls. Okay. So here's how the narrative sounds after he's going into that 3 times. Okay, try to get this sorted out here. After all, it was me who broke my arm thanks to Ezekiel. It was me who melted my foot into a boot. I am Quint, and he steps through it again. I am the one who kicked Dean Ambrose when he was down, and I was the one who put him into the grave, and he steps into it again. And I was the one who did nothing about it.
I was gonna look at the crowd and be like, oh, why would he say that?
Yeah. There's everybody in the crowd is kind of looking. You're like, huh? Like what? Like, and so you hear a couple laughs. You do hear Phyllis in the audience kind of laughing, just like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful.
Huh.
And then as as he starts to kind of realize what's going on, um, he looks at the violin and the other performers and tries to continue. He walks again through that same zone. Oh, he failed. And then at the top of this performance, so let it be known here at Strixhaven that I, Quint, am just not a very valuable person to society. Um, he tries to save face by continuing the abilities, and he kind of looks over at the crowd like, all right, you can't tell he's whispering something. Shanster, if you want to roll perception, you can see what you hear
Oh,
what
I
he's
do.
whispering.
It's an 8.
8. Okay, you don't quite hear what he's whispering, but you do see on the young elf with the blue hair that he's whispering something to her, and she's like, okay, yeah, okay, and she's continuing and frantically trying to perform this elemental musical kind of number.
I cast Reduce on the violin.
Okay. Yeah.
The world's
So
smallest violin.
does the violin have to roll?
No, because it's an object.
Yeah. So as she starts to kind of hastily perform, the violin starts to shrink and shrink, and she ends up snapping it between her collar and her wrist. And when the violin snaps, there is this little explosion that knocks her back of magic that starts to ripple through the streams of the water, and it starts to clash with the fire. And what you see after that happens is she's blown back about maybe 15-20 feet from that violin breaking. um and Quint and the singer and the other violinist, they stop what they're doing, and they see this writhing effect of the elements start to have some type of what looks to be self-awareness, where it's starting to kind of form into this elemental being without any type of control over it. And as it starts to fibrously create what looks to be some type of creature, this is what you all see on the stage after that happens. And I'm sending a picture now.
Oh.
Okay. One more moment. Okay. We'll put this in enemies. Okay. And do you all see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. So this thing towers about maybe 12 feet on the stage. It starts to create these massive trunk elephant legs that pound onto the stage. It creates what feels like this influx of heat and steam coming from the water that tries to intertwine with the fire. Um, you see this creature take what feels like a moment of realization of where it's at, and in doing so, um, tries to make some type of aggressive stand on its back two legs, and then make some type of elephant roar with its tusk. And this is where we roll initiative.
Oh,
Oh.
Now, I will say, are you all down for initiative this late at night?
Yeah.
If everybody is, then we will.
How long you thinking this fight will take?
30.
I can do 30. I'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
I think if we're done by 1, I'll be all right.
Okay. Is everybody go with that? Tyler, Austin,
Yeah.
Do
Blake?
we?
Okay. Let's roll up that beautiful initiative.
8.
19.
Okay.
Live.
Lim.
16. Which where I put the battle map, I also had set up for rolls too. So if you ever, Tom, if you ever need us to like put what we rolled, that's a spot we can do it.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
9.
Okay.
All right, there we go. Add.
Okay.
Pictures. Sure they're all in downloads. Notwarts, there it is.
Okay. Alrighty. So for brevity, it's gonna the elemental elephant is gonna be first, and then Kadeem will be following up with that.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and, given that there's gonna be some distance with you all being in the front and the actual stage, there is some space there. This elephant's gonna try to use its movement to break off the stage and into the crowd, which immediately starts um, inducing people like, we need to get out of here. This is not, um, this doesn't appear to be safe. So it's gonna get about maybe, let's see here. You're still putting stuff together, Blake.
Yeah, I'm getting it all
Okay,
set
I
up.
appreciate your help.
I had to put the face down as a joke, but the elephant's there.
Okay.
I thought I had all these tokens somewhere, but who knows?
So while Blake's doing that, I'm gonna have everybody who's in the front row make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Okay. Who all is
19.
let's see.
You have Rionia, Kroll, Kadeem, Vexel, and Ezekiel on the front row.
Anybody that is within 10 feet of me gets a +4 to that saving throw.
Okay, that's everybody.
Oof.
Okay, 28.
Okay,
Damn.
22.
23.
nice.
17.
17. Hell yeah, Reunion got a nat 20. So this elephant tries to do like an elephant spray coming from the incarnated nozzle, the nose, what looks to be some type of liquid fire. And as it starts to kind of reach the height of the theater before it kind of comes down, every one of you all manage to break out from your seats and avoid any of that damage. It does take over the seats, and now the seats have what look to be this um, very gooey looking fire that have taken them over. You hear the female elf cry out, Janelli, are you okay?" And then the Alvin kind of takes her. It's like, "We're gonna make sure she's fine." He starts to kind of do this little like motion of like a twitch or a shrug. It's like, "We'll make sure she's out. We'll make sure Janelli's okay. Let's get out of here." And the what look to be the higher status people kind of start to make their way out. Um, so that is the elephant's turn. We're gonna go to Kadeem with crawl on deck.
Okay. Let's see here. Do I want to do? All right. I am going to. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Moonbeam on the
Okay.
elephant. Just centered right on the middle of it. So that is a con save of 15.
Okay. Con save. Ten.
Okay, so it's a fail. So that'll be 2d10 radiant damage. So that is 16 radiant damage.
Okay.
As this pillar of light just zaps it.
It pierces through the elephant's large interior, comes right out the end. You hear the searing even through the heat of the creature's body, and the searing and the sizzling of the water that also makes up its body. Um, it lets out this large elephant roar, and it hits it very much square in its body. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That is going to be all I can do this turn. So
Okay, Crawl, it's your
that'll
turn
be
with.
it for me.
Okay, Crawl, it's your turn with Ezekiel on deck.
Okay. Uh,
We just pissed off somebody and they summoned an elemental.
Yeah.
Just hit dispel magic.
But
Mhm.
We
Get
get in there fight really quick.
I was actually thinking about it. I will cast Bane on it.
Okay.
It has to make a charisma saving throw of 15.
Let's see what its chaw is.
And there's two. Are there any other creatures around? So the people that y'all don't like, I'm gonna target them like the other two.
Oh,
Yeah.
Quint.
We've twice.
Yeah.
Quint,
Yeah,
Quint
Hit
as
Quint
well.
with it.
Just
Quint's
because I
up.
saw y'all doing, I'm trying to be part of the group.
I like him.
He's
Yeah,
all
so
right.
the elephant rolled an 11 and Quint rolled a 7.
All right. Whenever they fail this, makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends. The target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or saving throw.
Okay.
And then I will do a. Oh wait, that's not my grabber. I got 25 feet, so 2, 3, 4. There's 20 feet. I'll be right there behind this chair. 25. I'm short. Short king. And that's it.
Okay. And let's see here. And Blake was Strixhaven world map, or no, I'm sorry, battle maps. Thank you.
Battle maps. Yeah. Should have everybody there now.
Okay. I had to join again. Sorry.
It's fine. I've admitted you.
And so now it is mhm.
Supposedly they've got a new thing on here now where it's got like battle maps that have motion and movement. So I got to look into that. But
Oh, wait,
as long as I don't have to pay for it.
I got motion here, right here, buddy.
So now it is Ezekiel's turn with Rionia on deck.
Oh, I am Gypsy Lady.
I
I'm not.
got a Rionia ticket.
I'm not gonna flinch from my seat. I'm
Mhm.
not. I'm not gonna let it act like it phases me at all, and I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic.
Okay. Kindly read me what all what Dispel Magic says.
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range, which is 120 feet. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a successful check, the spell ends. When you cast a spell using a spell slot of 4th level or higher, which that's not irrelevant because I only have it at 3rd level.
Okay, gotcha. And how do you cast the spell magic? Just out of curiosity.
Verbal and hands.
Somatic.
Hands. Hand stuff.
Hands. Okay.
Just dismiss it.
That's what I'm going for.
So here's what you see as Ezekiel casts the spell magic. This wild, untamed looking elemental creature gets hit with this wave of neutralizing magic, and the creature starts to kind of start to decrease in size a little bit, and as it starts to contort a little bit and no longer is looking much like an elephant, more or less just the elements that it comprised of. You see these strings that the fibers that it made of fire and water start to kind of become more abstract like they were in the performance, and start to kind of slowly unravel and fade away. And this elephant is now actually fully dissipated. What happens is you see a collapsed Janelli, the violinist who had her violin shrunken and broke, causing the implosion and control of the magic to create such a being. You see
Was
her
that
kind
her
of
spellcasting focus?
yeah.
Nice. I like
Yeah.
that.
And then you see the male violinist. He too was also blown back with Quint and the other performer. They're all just kind of like now trying to figure out what's going on. A little bit rattled from the shockwave of everything. And we are now out of combat. Interesting enough. So this dispel
Oh.
magic actually fully dispersed the elephant.
So
And the-
I'm gonna yell out, "Oh, look at that! Ezekiel once again saved the entire school, and Quint is still the liar."
Did you say that like off the side of the stage, but loud, like so the whole auditorium hears?
Absolutely, I made sure the whole auditorium heard me as I said it.
You like pick up the microphone and you go to fix it, but you're like talking to
Mhm.
yourself.
Yeah.
Oh no! Did you hear that?
Oh, yeah, I go onto the stage, make sure Quint sees me, pick the microphone up and place it back, and say it like I'm mumbling under my breath, but make it very obvious the whole auditorium can hear. Look at that! Once again, Ezekiel Ambrose saves the entire school. Quint does nothing but piss his pants.
the male violinist gets up with a look of upsetness in his eyes
Oh.
and goes towards Quint. And
I'll
actually
also go. Oh no, go
Yeah.
ahead, do your thing.
the male violinist he starts to go over and approach Quinn. It's like, this is what you fucking get, you dick, for trying to push us. And he starts to kind of shove him a little bit.
I'm gonna
Me?
go pick
What?
up the female violinist that I broke her thing.
Yeah. You go over to her.
Yeah, are you okay?
You were the voice.
Hmm?
Yeah. You were the voice that was trying to talk to me earlier.
What on earth are you talking about?
Uh,
And I give her a hand to help her up.
she's very weak. She gets up and it almost feels like as soon as she's up, she could fall. She feels very unbalanced.
I'll help her up and I'll lead her over to a seat while I let the fucking brawl start on the.
Hey, you hear Quint over there? It's like, hey, listen, I just wanted a good show. You want a fucking good show? It's always you, Quint. You always want a fucking good show. Like, yeah, and so what? What are you gonna do about it? And you see this violence. He starts to kind of get a punch ready. Does anybody do anything before this happens?
Cautious, hideous laughter on Quint.
Okay. I'm just gonna let that happen. It's like, this is what you fucking get. You start seeing Quinn. He just gets punched. He's like, whoa! He gets punched again, and
Well, I did cast Zone of Truth on Quint himself, though, so technically, whatever he's saying is going to be.
He has to roll
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
And he's got a negative to it.
That's true.
Yeah, he failed 2 of those 3, so he rolled a punch. Like, hey, I am a douchebag. He gets hit again. It's like, no, for real. Douchebag. And he gets hit again. He's like, I'm not a fucking douchebag. Please stop hitting. And he's just, nobody's stepping in or anything, and you see the other female singer go over to Janelli as well, and she's like, "Are you okay? Are you?" And you see the other performer try to help her as well because she's
Once she has more help, I will leave her with them
okay. Gotcha.
because it no longer involves me. I've ruined this poor girl's career just to fuck with someone else, so I'll let them handle it.
Mm-hmm.
So as this performer and Quint are exchanging words and laughter, is there anything else anybody wants to do to end the night?
Is the vampire girl still there?
Yeah.
All this is going on, and just fucking Austin from the bottom. Smite!
Hey,
Yeah.
look. Hey, you see this little thing? I made him 3 feet tall.
So Rhiannon's like, I thought he was a good guy. Just goes to show you, never meet your heroes, I guess.
Yeah. You think you know a person.
You think you?
I'm gonna cast Turn Undead.
Oh God! Oh God!
Oh, boy.
Jesus Christ.
A holy symbol comes out of my shirt, my chainmail. It looks like a forearm holding scales.
Okay.
It has to make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 15.
Quint does.
No.
No.
Tom, I don't know if you understand the repercussions of what Austin's trying to do, but it's not. Pretty
who's-
murder hobo-ish.
We may
No,
be in another fight, Dom.
Oh, he's trying to roll for Felissa.
I want
Yeah.
her to run away from this.
Okay. She rolled
She'll
a
be
17.
pissed when she wakes
Okay.
up.
Okay, she good.
Okay.
Is she able to see you do this?
Oh yeah.
She would know.
It's not subtle.
No.
It's fucking. It's like in The Boys when Billy Butcher's staring up at Homelander while everyone else is looking away.
It is like that. So
Jesus Christ, that's the best image I have right now.
as you do that, and she catches a whiff of it, this look of just kind of composure is replaced with a like a very intense like vampire reaction to that. Like it's kind of brings out her nature.
We're gonna have to feed her another lesbian.
You see some of the students try to like pull her back as she's like reacting very vigorously to that, and they pull her, and that's all you see her do as they pull her from behind the seats.
I got what I wanted.
That's fucking Quinn on stage. Oh, she took the spell to make him dance.
I am a douchebag. I'm not a douchebag. Okay?
Hey, you should ask him about his wiener.
Rionia does go over to Vexel and does say, I thank you for inviting me.
I don't want to hang out with your friends anymore.
You're welcome. I hope it was entertaining. It didn't quite go as planned.
It was entertaining.
Yes.
But I'm glad nobody's killed. But yeah, I'm gonna go.
All right. Thanks for coming. Maybe see you next time.
I'm gonna still replace that drink.
Okay, sure.
Oh, hey, that's a good sign, Vex.
Get in there, bro.
Good job, buddy.
I'm not there to hear this, but I would cheer you on.
So
Nobody's killed yet.
So Rionia makes her departure. Janelli's performer that she works with, they go off the stage, and one last thing, Janelli looks over at Shanastar and just kind of gives a nod to you, like the lady who had the violin. She kind of has like a peaceful nod.
I give her the slightest nod of acknowledgement, and I walk over to my friends because I don't need to involve myself with that woman any further. Like I said, she had a promising career. Had.
You also hear from her. We are the Vrail Olo. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't you do that to me, Thomas.
If there's anything else anybody wants to add to this, this will be where we end the session tonight.
I think we've done enough damage.
No.
No.
I think the best part is that I'm pretty sure his dad would have come back, his hearing would have come back at the moment he just heard his son getting punched in the face going, I am a douchebag. I am a douchebag.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In case anybody needed it, that's what the symbol looked like.
Oh.
Ooh.
Good shit.
So,
Very cool.
yeah.
Awesome. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed tonight. There was definitely some
Hell yeah.
concern I had about doing any type of bardic singing or display of something I don't do. But I definitely appreciate y'all getting on as always tonight. We'll have some fun stuff in store for the next session, and expect some good memes.
I will say
Absolutely.
next weekend's my anniversary, so I won't be available.
Lame.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
Aw.
Well,